2, 1, go. Hey guys, Cruise back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. When we last left off, we finally got our relic weapon, and look at it. It is a beaut. We'll be upgrading it eventually throughout the course of the frickin' game, but I figured I'd take a little break from that to continue the storyline. So that's what we're gonna do. Tonight we are continuing with patch 2.21, which is called A Realm Awoken. And we are going to get right down to it, because we got a lot to cover in a short amount of time, because I thought I would be here sooner. Anyways, let's go. Ooh, Darklight earrings. Sweet.
Bayan, it pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Bayan. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this morning. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius von Belsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. While where we once worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtlety. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you shall help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They'd like to have their own opinions on the matter.
Well, let's see. Alright, let's talk to the gang, see what they think. Oh, they're all gathered up in here. Alright.
Recall you are meeting with the Admiral shortly after Leminson sent word of the summoning of Titan. Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Melvib that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded. That we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely.
Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Bion. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. Alright, let's talk to let's talk to Papa Nemo first. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now, and have done with it. I'm sure Ida would enjoy the bribes.
I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papa Nemo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know?
Urianger, what do you have to say, you shady motherfucker? 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth over on the hilt. Alas, we have not had the luxury of time to decipher our petitioner's machinations. Nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, and our fortunes so finite. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Oh, wow, I didn't turn off the... Hold on a sec, I need to... Character configuration... Log window settings... Disable profanity filter... Oh, I didn't speak with Alfino. I'm dumb. This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the Dissident. Come along, Bayan. Alfino, Bayan, is Artemis. You desired counsel, and you shall have it. Minfilia.
I'm hot, it's hot here.
Ouch.
Minfilia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable.
We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate.
If Ulda is no longer suitable, where would you have us go?
Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ulda and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action.
As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ulda is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless.
The decision is yours to make, a Dissident. I asked only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as...
That will be all, Alphino. I'm sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to.
Your concern is most generous, but no. I have left them in the hands of men better suited for the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Alright, let's get some Darklight Earrings of Fending. Alright, finally we're getting some shit done that will move us out of here. First, inventory. Equip. And then... It must be really hot. Frickin' where you are, Kevin. Alright. 93 degrees. Fuck me. Alright, let's continue the storyline.
Leave Ulda. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Bayan, pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphino waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time.
Okay, let's see what's going on with Alphino. Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity.
Philamene was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Shalian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth. But as Philamene's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Philamene is alive and well. Alas, they have served to rekindle an irrational hope in Minfilia, which now clouds her judgment. This talk of Ul'dah as our home, and the insurmountable difficulties of moving to Mordona, it is no more than an expression of her unwillingness to let go. Nonsense, in a word. But until the tales of Philamene's miraculous preservation have been categorically disproved, I fear she will remain lost to reason. That being the case, I propose we set about disproving them post-haste. Let's see how these fanciful claims stand up to investigation. One of the most recent in this latest crop of rumors comes to us by way of Father Illud. Question him for me. I shall look into another alleged sighting and follow anon.
Alright, we're off to Camp Drybone. And while I'm at it, I gotta make sure that I don't overstep here, so I gotta...
Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, 97 degrees for highs.
97 degrees? Fuck that shit. And where do you live again, Kev? Sorry I'm delaying a little bit, but I gotta...
Fremont and grew up in Omaha. 3-5 minutes away from Omaha, cheaper living.
Oh, damn. Here we go. Alright, there it is. I want to make sure I have everything correct so that... You know what? Go back, go back. There we go. How can it be raining in a desert, really?
Moved here, bought a trailer. Been remodeling it. Debt-free living.
Nice. Alright, let's talk to Father Illud. Good day to you, Bayan. Alphino told me to expect you. Now, you are doubtless eager to ask me certain questions, but before you do, I must stress that I myself did not see Philamene, though I very much wish I had. I merely hearkened unto the tale of a mourner who came to stay with us. He is still here if you wish to hear it for yourself. You will find him in the lich yard, I should think. Now, if I could stop getting caught on chairs, maybe I could get to him quickly.
I saw Philamene, just as clearly as I see you now. And yes, I'm sure it was her. Before you ask, I could never forget a woman like that. 'Twas nigh on 7 summers ago I first set eyes on her, and I still remember it as if it were yesterday. I am happy to report that the years have only made her more beautiful. Where did I... Oh, Costa del Sol! She was given lessons to Gigeruju's women, and her voice... God's her voice! That soft tinkling of bells resonated in my very soul. I dare not say how her songs touched me.
Do I believe the man's tale? Well, I believe he believes it, though I do wonder. I doubt I would recognize someone I barely knew whom I hadn't seen in 7 years. But if there is even the slightest possibility that Philamene lives, do we not owe it to Minfilia to pursue it? Yeah, he's got a point. If this woman resembling Philamene was employed at Costa del Sol, then that is where you should go. I will inform Alfino of these latest developments. You need only concern yourself with the search. Master Gigeruju should remember you from your past engagements, so I suggest you waste no time and approach him directly. Alright, let's go see Master Gigeruju. Back to one of my favorite vacation spots. Nope, still can't do who notes with burps. Oh, sweet Siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane! I mean Bion! What brings you to my humble resort? Philamene! You mean to tell me the goddess-made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ulda? Egads, man, if I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave! An exaggeration for dramatic effect. As to her current whereabouts, I recall she mentioned Wineport. But there is no need to pursue her, my friend. When she tires of her rough way of living, she will make straight for Costa del Sol and fling herself into my waiting arms, flushed and breathless. Great, now we gotta go to Wineport. Okay. Alright, let's ask the residents if they saw anything. Our good old friend and resident asshole, Berglaint. Well, if it isn't Bion, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Oh. The other guy's over here. Way in the back. In the cheap seats. You want to know if I've seen a Mikote lass by the name of Philamene? I wish! I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long. Alright, let's ask Shamani Lomani. For those of you who don't remember who Shamani is, he is he is our blind comrade in arms who once founded the Company of Heroes. And here he is. I see you have had many grand adventures since we last spoke, Bayan. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago. One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native of these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south to Raincatcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Alright. Time to break out our trusty comrade, Tenchi! Alright, let's see if we can't find this particular person of interest. So we're going all the way south. Oh, sorry, wrong Final Fantasy. Sorry, every time I hear it, and I... Something massive this way trundles. And I still keep giving Goobus an Imperial salute.
No.
I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Goobu's ire until I was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I...
Look, are you Philamene or what?
Philamene? I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve?
Typical. Of all the many needs, yours obviously had to be the one which bore fruit. I don't know why I bother. The songstress of Ulda, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say, Cilia, is looking for you.
Cilia?
You are the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you're dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forests of Lenosha aside, when exactly will the time be right?
When I deem it. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that not satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further?
My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for,
Might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, I say. Then it's settled. To Wineport, Bayon.
Alright, back to Wineport.
This is not at all how I envisioned it. Having been apprised of our situation, Lady Philamene has consented to plead our case to Minfilia regarding the proposed move to Merdona. However, she will only do so once her perfume is complete. Moreover, she insists that we aid her in obtaining the final ingredient. She will not be swayed. I assure you, I have tried. Let's just get this over with, shall we?
Let's just get this done.
Believe me when I tell you, I am every bit as eager to return to Vesper Bay as you are. There is work to be done near that, however, so listen well. I require pristine salamander oil to complete my perfume. Oil this pure can only be obtained from the belly of a Gorangach, a notoriously elusive species of wavekin native to Bronze Lake. Elusive, I say, yet no less sensible to the allure of the right bait. In this instance, that would be freshly slain mud pugils. 3 located at the water's edge should be sufficient to tempt any Gorangach lurking nearby. They are aggressive when startled, and will attack on sight. Yet given the ease in which you dispatch that Gubu, I doubt they will trouble you unduly.
Alright, back to my other vacation spot. It's like it's like we're taking a trip. This quest is like this quest line is like a trip to all the vacation spots of fucking Eorzea. Man, I don't know why I'm so stuffed up today.
Me too, my throat hurts too.
I love how when you get to a certain level, they just try to get one last pass at you by ganging up on you. Alright, let's do this. And now we lie in wait, because gods forbid. and waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting. And there it is! Alright, back to Wineport. Well, other way. Understand, it is the utmost importance that I finish this perfume before I accompany you to Vesper Bay. Please bring me the bottle of oil as soon as possible. Once again, I am in your debt. I distilled the flower's oils in your absence, so all that remains is to... There! It is ready. And so am I. It is time we went to see my daughter. Alright, finally. No, I'm at the base. Yeah, I messed up the beat.
Heard something today Mayweather and McGregor possible opt.
Oh, really? Interesting. Now for a family reunion. Dissident, you have a guest.
Lamin? Cilia.
Oh, what a happy reunion.
I haven't seen her like this in years, Bayan. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead. But what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would. And so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest the pursuit of me endanger you in our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue your work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I am so proud of you, Cilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Salsettia perfume! You remembered! How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone through so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Bayan, however. I could not have made it without him. Thank you, Bayan. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I need to know how to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Philamene as a gift. She said it was beautiful. But there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Cilia. Nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I ever could have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and that all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Cilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Philamene! You built it once, Cilia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Alphino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Residence Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldessian. Preparations begin at once.
Well, now the shit begins. Now the shit begins. Alright, I need to clear up some shit. So, first, deal with our arms mender. Then go to the Scion supplier. Alright, let's get rid of... Yep, get rid of those. Say bye-bye to these. And these. No need for these. Say bye-bye to all of these. Goodbye. Oh, this is still the inventory, okay. Alright, that takes care of that. Now let's get rid of the materials. Alright, now we're ready to go. Oh, sorry, forgot.
As ever, your enthusiasm is greatly appreciated. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Renovit's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still going and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks are securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible.
You need not concern yourself with such matters in Dissident.
Really, Alfinod, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these.
Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. It is an honor, Dissident. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Renovant's Toll will hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We would be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it would please you, I would do so.
It does.
Sir, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Bayan, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance? Slaffbone spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Renovan's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long.
Well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Bayan. Mayhap I should have dispatched you to Renovan's Toll with all haste as first intended. But there is something else I would ask of you first, not as a scion, but as a friend. My mother is troubled. I have seen her behave this way before, and I know she will dismiss my concerns if I inquire. Despite our closeness, she has ever been unwilling to burden me with her problems. It may be that she will not welcome your concern, however. She likes you, Bayan, and more importantly, you are not family. Do not bother with her with subterfuge. She will know I sent you. Simply do what you can to help her. That is all I ask. I am in your debt.
Alright, let's talk to Philamene. Have I become an open book, or has she acquired still greater powers of insight?
I shall choose to believe the latter. If you must know, one of my earrings is damaged, and I am not one to sigh for such trifles, but they were a gift. Here, you wish to help, yes? Then do what I cannot. Take them to the Goldsmith Guild in Ul'dah and see if anything can be done.
And to the Goldsmith's Guild. Whoops, wrong place. Oh, yeah. Alright, here we are. Alright, back to work. Yes, what is it? Earrings, you say? Very well, let me see them. By the 12! I know this design! Humble cat's eyes polished and set so exquisitely as to make the clearest of diamonds seem rather dour and dull. Philamene's Arya, and if I am the judge of quality, crafted by Master Niel friends himself. Oh dear me! I thought myself above sentiment. Look at my hands, they're shaking.
I require no payment, sir. To be entrusted with this duty is ever a reward. But since I must needs devote my full attention to the task at hand, mayhap you could attend to a small error while I work. I have an appointment to meet one of my suppliers, a fellow by the name of Odinel, at Bayergot's Strike in southern Senland. He has prepared a shipment of ores for me, you see, and if you would collect them in my stead, it should be most grateful.
Alright. Bayergot's... Alright, let's teleport to, Alright. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last one for the night. Alright. Bayergot's Strike is southern Finland. Go ahead. Alright, to the Forgotten Springs then. Alright, there's the music. Came all this way on Mimi Desu's account. Well, bloody hells, I can't deny you. Yes, I'm a bit surprised by that. He's normally right pain in the arse, see. Always comes to collect his goods in person and then spends the gods know how long inspecting them. It takes something serious to stop him. Hey, he's not on his deathbed, is he? No. Strange. Here's his ore anyway. We're scared, right? And give him my regards. Alright, where am I going? Oh yeah, old come on. Last leg of the race tonight. Tomorrow's Friday. I get paid. I'll have my good stuff back. Alright. You've returned at the perfect time, friend. Ah, yes. May I have my oars? Good, good.
You get paid Tuesdays too.
I shall not... I shall sort through these later. Now, for the Arya. Unfortunately, only the clasp was damaged. The rest seemed remarkably well maintained. You may be sure that I took every possible precaution when replacing the broken section. Oh, and I also took in the liberty of polishing the piece, as you can see. No, I require no payment. Truth be told, I would happily have paid you for the privilege of laying hands on such a masterpiece. To have attended to its restoration may well be the defining achievement of my career thus far. My sincerest thanks. Alright. Terra to Aetherite Plaza. Wait. No, Adventurers Guild. Chocobo Porter to Vesper Bay, Must this my companion because I didn't. Chocobo Porter to Vesper Bay. Should have made music for when it's raining. Almost there. We're halfway there. He must be headed to Vesper Bay too. I feel like my chocobo's going a little bit faster. Okay, I haven't done really cringe-worthy yet, so... Alright, we're back.
Well, did you do as I bid you? Pray, tell me your trip was not for naught. Bayan, I thank you. They sparkle as they did the day Niel gave them to me. My Niel, who sleeps even now, looking for all the world as if that accursed blade had taken his young life mere moments ago. Not years. Ye gods! I could almost bear if he were truly gone, but here he lingers. Can the soul be at peace while the flesh yet remains? Every day I pray that he has entered Thal's realm. I pray, and I pray, and I pray. To love is to lose, child. One can but postpone the moment of parting. And so I shall. My daughter will not lose me again, not for a long while yet, God's willing. Tell us, Cilia, that I am quite well, Bayan. She should concentrate on more important matters, and so should you.
All right.
Quite well, you say? We both know she is not. Mayhap she will be in time. Thank you, Bayan. 1,000 times thank you.
Oh boy, what's going down now?
You're here. Good. The negotiations are concluded. And?
Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Renabin's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones.
A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands.
From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it?
He hasn't... I, too, have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Raubon included. Moreover, I've decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world.
Are you sure that is wise, Dissident?
If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst-kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for.
Well, obvious risk apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition.
And the people have the right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I will reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? we who have found primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great! I say, yet no greater for us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and again, united as one. Now let us go forth and be garbage people in public.
Isn't that our default setting?
There must be a way I can. Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Philamene to teach me the basics of mining too.
And there goes little Tataru. But I won't be pursuing her for right now. I'm just gonna go to bed because I'm really tired and I can't keep my head up. So, until next time, Cruise Nick X out.